Hello kids, this is Nadia ma'am and welcome back to Beat Online Art Sessions. As we all know, this is September month and it's a wildlife month. I hope everyone are enjoying the worksheets, doing drawing or coloring it. Yeah. So now let's quickly talk about our session 3. Okay, so what is there in the session 3? So in our worksheet 5, we will be drawing a porcupine. What is a porcupine? Has everyone heard about it? Yes, it is a kind of pig which will be having spines or spokes on top of it. It is just for its defense purpose. Okay, so it will be very much interesting to draw such an animal. Okay, so here we will be drawing the porcupine, and clearly the instructions has been given in the worksheets as well, and even in the instructional video with all the steps. So first you will be drawing an oval shape and a small circle, and then you will be making the face, and then you will be making the spines, and then you will be using watercolor pencils to color it, and then you will be outlining it. So everything in detail has been given in the instructional video. Please follow the video and do the same. And going to worksheet 6, there is a worksheet wherein we have an owl in a forest. Okay, there's a beautiful forest where we have mushrooms and trees and leaves and flowers, everything, and also we have an owl sitting on the top of a tree, so which is very cute. So we will be just coloring the worksheet. So the coloring has been clearly given in the instructional video, like which color you have to use and how you have to color. And please remember, while coloring, please do not leave any white gaps, and you have to use only one direction in order to color. Okay, please keep all these things in mind and then start your worksheets. Please make sure that you have all the materials ready before you start the worksheets, and also please do not forget to write the name and the teacher's name on top of the worksheet. So let's quickly move on to the Hello kids. So in this worksheet we're gonna draw and color a porcupine. Okay, so we're gonna need a sharpened pencil, ruler, eraser, and we need our sharpener. Also we need our black color pencil, and we need our watercolor pencils, all watercolor pencils. We need a cup of water, brush, 0 number or 1 number, and we need a waistcloth. Okay, now before we start, please make sure that you write your name and your teacher's name. Do not forget that. I'm repeating this every worksheet. Please write your name and your teacher's name. So once you are done with writing your name, please start with the first step. So the first step is we're drawing it like a mouse, right? So it is just like a stone or a mouse shape. So we have drawn the shape now, and on top of that there is a fruit which is stuck, because porcupine will be very pokey, right? So a fruit is stuck on top of it. So we'll be making a small circle. Yes, we made a small circle now. And what is our next step? We'll draw the same thing again, and we'll give more detailings for the hands, nose, mouth, and the fruit and the legs. Making the same shape again. Making the circle again. Now I'm making the face. Just making it lighter. I'm drawing it darker because so people can see, because as in the video we can't see if I'm drawing lighter, and you have to make sure that you're writing it very light. Okay, so now I'm making a shape of the porcupine, and inside the circle we don't want any kind of line, so I'm not keeping that line. I'm erasing it off. And for the fruit I have made a stem. I'm giving more details for the fruits now. Now I'm giving the detailings for the face. Drawing a very long nose and a small mouth. I'm making a partition for the face and the body. The porcupine will look like the same. So I'm doing the same thing. And I've drawn the ears and the eyes of the porcupine. And now I'm making the hands and the legs, which is pretty much easier because it is having a very small and cute hands and cute legs. I'm making the shape of the lower body and now I'm making the legs. Now we are done with our second step and now we are making our final step to draw the porcupine. Okay, I'm drawing it a bigger now. So here in this step, the only thing which we'll be adding is the spikes of the porcupine. Other than that, we will repeat the same steps again. As you can see, I'm repeating the same steps. I'm drawing the same as above. And now I'm not making it a straight line or a smooth line. I'm adding some spikes on it. So for the complete outline, I have added the spikes, and even inside it, we will be adding the spikes, okay? Making the eyes. Now I'm making it lighter so that we can color it. Okay, do not keep the pencil marks darker in color. It will not look good. Keep it lighter and then color. I'm using the brown color for the porcupine here. And it is a watercolor pencil, not a normal pencil. Remember that. I'm coloring the brown color for the whole body. And if you can see, I'm using a gradient shade. Right? It's a gradient shade where I'm going from dark to light. In the middle, I'm using a lighter shade, and in the edges, I'm using a darker shade. And for the fruit, I'm using an orange shade, and I'll be using the yellow shade as well. And even for the face of the porcupine, I'm using the yellow shade. And the upper part of the face, I'm using the orange shade. Right above, I used my black color pencil. And for the hands and the legs, I'm using orange again. Now I'm just darkening one side of the hands and one side of the legs. I'm giving an orange shade even for the underneath of the porcupine. And now what we do is we'll take our brush and we will apply the plain water on top of what all we have colored. And do not mix the yellow and brown as well. It will look odd. So do not touch the fruit while you are coloring the porcupine. I'm just applying a very light shade for the white cap where I have left. Now I just washed the brush and I'm applying it for yellow color. Now I'm doing the same thing for the face and the legs as well. Please be careful and use a zero number brush as we are doing a very tiny details for the porcupine. If you don't have a zero number brush, please use your one number brush or two number brush very carefully so that you give all the details. And leave it for 5 minutes to dry. And once it is dry, then we will use our black color pencil to give the shades of the spikes and all. So I'm just outlining it with a black color pencil as well. And I'm just drawing the spikes of the porcupine on top of it. I'm giving a darker shade as well about the porcupine. If you can see, I'm just using one direction, and where all I have colored brown, I'm even giving a darker shade of black, because as the spikes will be there, it will be appearing a bit blackish. I'm just making the spikes by adding the straight lines, okay? I'm just adding the straight lines. I'm not doing anything else. That's almost done. I'm adding the spikes. It's done. Even underneath the body, I'm giving a darker black shade. And give the black shade very lighter. Don't color completely black so that we cannot see the brown at all. We have to see the brown, and we are just giving a black shade just for the darker effect. That's it. Now I'm outlining the legs. So as my pencil was not sharpened, I just sharpened my pencil, and even you have to make sure that your pencil is sharp enough to give the outlines. I'm outlining the face and the hands and the legs. Even I outlined the fruit as well now. Outlining the eyes as well. So now our Pokepan is completed. Isn't it looking good? Practice the same, kids, and remember, art is always a good start.